173, 73, 174, 73 and 176, 73. So you all know the path rows for Landsat?
Yes.
Then if I go in there, I've got the years I've done the mapping for. So what we've got here is we've got path row, and I do difference images, and it's a difference image between the 3rd of the 4th and the 19th of the 4th. This is a difference image, so in my office, so I map to my office computer. So if we go to catalogue, yeah, it's completely different. Into here, I've got a number of files, so this is just the straight image file. The other thing about ArcGIS Pro compared to my old version, I don't know why, it's really slow. Okay, so that's just I use bands 4, 6, 7. And you can see all of these things are fires. Then we have just a straight up difference image. So this is a difference image between those two dates, and you can see these big start to get fires in April, May. Generally not before then, but it's also very difficult to get. I don't know about the start of the year. That's not fire. That's actually wet. Down them, but then you pick up the fires in the next one and the next one, or go back and get a longer date. Yeah, but you can see at the start. So this an image. I convert it to a raster.
Just before that, what function do you use to merge all the shape files into one?
Just merge.
Oh, just merge. Merge.
So when you merge, you need to have the earliest date first. So you merge with, January, February. So you need to have, because it puts it over one another.
Okay.
And so if a fire happened, because sometimes you might map it twice, given the date range and things. So when you merge, you just, you make sure you have the earliest date first, and then you just go down. And then I convert it to a grid with a pixel size of 30 metres. And then you end up with something like, and you used to be able to set up an if statement saying, if the value is greater than 0, make it 1, else 0. But I can't do that anymore. So in here, you'll now need to do a thing called reclassify. Have people used that before?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we've got this, let's turn this off. If you want to do early and late, so you want that cut off of the middle of the year, you'd go 1, 1, oh, in this case 1, then 2, 2, 2, 2. What I like to do, I'll try it. It mightn't work, but rather than creating all of these new new files, I like to go something like. So, do you guys know what if statements are? Yeah. If something equals something, then this, else that.
Yeah.
as opposed to having an insta-ranster, if the value is this, then 40, else 30. Management, you can go and create all of those additional files, but it just takes up space on your drive where it's just easier to command line, which I can no longer access, so I'm quite teary about that. They've changed it all between versions.
Syntax, I think that has changed a bit.
Yeah, I don't know why they've done that. I didn't like it anyway. I did not like it. Anyway, you could debug it yourself.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to do it, but that's how we do it. So does that make sense from my naming of my directories for each year, for each thing, with a final that then feeds into another final? How we go from vectors to rasters, adding in the zeros. Does that all make sense? How we get our fire frequencies and our time since last fire loads?
I think the last,
Yeah. So the mappings, doing the mapping's the hard part. Playing with the data after is the fun, easier part. And that's fairly straightforward. Yeah, to just make sure you've got your named attributes, you merge the data, you have the zeros, and then you can do your analyses on that. Yeah. But I don't like the fact I can no longer use my GIS. Yeah. So does everybody know that they're getting rid of ArcGIS completely?
yes. 10.8 was the last one, isn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, they've stopped us here and they're saying there's another 12 months if you pay a lot more, and then after 12 months it's gone completely.
So, on the last one. Yeah.